All right, Shalom. This is Arakar Reuben out of Lions Den of Yasharala camp. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba Hashem, Ha Rakak Qudash Mahamath. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to all the Akim around the four corners of the earth, pushing the truth to the city. All right, today I got a quick lesson. Lord willing, is edifying to the hopefully elect out there, and also the men, women, and children that believe sincerely as well. All right, quick little article basically saying eight nations signs NASA's Artemis Accords pledging peace on the moon. All right, and with that being said, I'm just going to read a couple of little pieces from this article and bring out a few precepts. All right, it says, let me start right here. It says the United States and 7 additional countries have signed the Artemis Accords, reaffirming their commitment to peaceful, cooperative, and transparent activities on the moon. Yes, that moon. The founding Artemis Accords nations are as follows: Australia, Canada, Italy, Japan, Luxembourg, the United Arab Emirates, the United Kingdom, and the United States. It says NASA is in the midst of a multi-year program to return to the moon, dubbed Project Artemis. And the signing of the Accords is another step in this process. It says Project Artemis is NASA's ambitious plan to get the first woman and the next man on the moon in 24. All right, so let's just start right there. What purpose? Why do we need to send a woman up to the moon? All right, why does a man need to go up to the moon? You have your boundaries down here on Earth. All right, just for one, just go ahead and step on that real quick, man. So really right there with me, that was just the first indicator, well, one of the indicators right there. All right, to get the first woman on, why should that be such a big accomplishment? You know, it just seems like a ploy or a segue to try to pull you from the direct path, man. All right, it says, all right, here we are right here. It says, with the goal of establishing a long-term base for scientific, exploratory, and eventually commercial purposes. This is if Congress agrees to fund it. It says the Artemis Accords reinforced the 1967 Outer Space Treaty, a non-armament document focused on barring weapons of mass destruction from the moon and other planetary bodies. The 67 treaty has been signed and ratified by 110 nations, including Russia, China, and the United States. Khan, man. So with that being said, Khan Shalaki, yeah. So with that being said, it says once again, the 67 treaty has been signed and ratified by 110 nations, including Russia, China, and the United States. So, Khan, man, yeah, during the Cold War, all right, basically, America was trying to collapse Russia's economy by the whole what it was called, the race to the moon, man. All right, basically trying to for them to collapse their economy. That way they won't have enough money and this, that, and the third for war. So basically, it seems like that same type of segue, that same type of war tactic right here, man. You know. All right, and also it says somewhere in another article that I read that's actually going in cahoots with this, basically saying that in order for you to sign this treaty, the Artemis Accords treaty, you would have to be in agreement to not putting any weapons on the moon, or claiming any other planets, or trying to put weapons on any other planet in outer space, man. So as we all know, matter of fact, let's just. Yeah, but the other day, Russia basically was saying that Saturn is theirs, man. So with that being said, hey, Russia will not be a part of this Artemis agreement, man. All right, you know. So with that being said, you know the reason why. Yes, like your Venus. All right. So yeah, Russia Space Agency chief declares Venus a Russian planet. All right, and this was as of September 17th, 2020. All right, this is just a couple of weeks ago, man. All right. So with that being said, hey, Russia want to be a part of this new Artemis agreement. And with that being said, Russia also stated in the other article that this agreement is too American, basically roughly saying that it's too American, even though it's designed by NASA, which is America's space organization, man. So with that being said, it's just like they trying to use that same ploy again to try to same war tactic again against Russia and the other countries, man. All right, trying to collapse the economy once again. And also another interesting thing that stuck out to me, this whole Artemis Agreement. Check this out. It says, I'm going to just read the quick snippet. Artemis was the Greek goddess of hunting, wild nature, and chastity, the daughter of Zeus and sister of Apollo. It says Artemis was regarded as a patron of girls and young women and a protectress during childbirth. So, Khan, man, with that being said, it all plays a big part, man. It's a lot being said. As we know, Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field. All right. And also it says the daughter of Zeus and sister of Apollo. Artemis was regarded as a patron of girls and young women and a protectress during childbirth, man. And basically what they're trying to do in birthing this new world order, man. This new world order. That's what they're trying to bring in. All right, and we're going to touch bases on that too as well, man. Even with this Artemis thing going on, with this Artemis agreement that they have going on, man. So with that being said, they want to sign an agreement, all right. But even with this Artemis, it says Greek goddess of hunting, wild nature, and chastity. So with that being said, Esau has a wild nature. Why? Because he's a brute beast, man. He has no laws. He has nothing to go by. He has no morals that he go by, man. He's just a brute beast. All right, constantly killing and destroying. All right, expanding their desires as hell is talked about in scripture as well, man. They don't keep at home. They constantly invading this. They constantly invading that. Now they're trying to set boundaries out in space. They can't even get there, man. All right, they can't even get there. So with that being said, they want this peace treaty. All right. But yet, this is really what's in their heart, man. This is Psalms chapter 55, verse 21. It says, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. Come on, man. This is most definitely Esau, man. His words are smoother than butter. Yeah, man. Let's sign this peace treaty. Everybody be transparent, this, that, and the third. Hey, we're going to let everything be known what we're doing. But as you know, Iran basically just had that same problem with America, man. Basically saying, the nuclear weapons agreement, if I veer off a little bit, correct me if I'm wrong, Salaki. But basically, they was in agreement for Iran to not make any nuclear weapons, all right? And for them to not make any nuclear weapons, all right? Both parties. But comes to find out that America has been constantly still making these weapons, all right? And now that agreement is finally going away. Now you finna see Iran, all right, pulling out its military arsenal, building up its military arsenal, man. And guess what? Iran is backed by Russia, which is also biblical, man. All right. So with that being said, yeah, they signed this peace treaty, this, that, and the third. Want this peace treaty, but hey, what's in their heart is really war, man. All right, because most definitely, as of right now, it's a time of war. It's a time and place for everything, and right now it's a time of war, man. All right, it's talked about in Ecclesiastes, man. All right, this is Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 22. It says, the sound of battle is in the land and of great destruction. And what is that sound of battle? That sound of battle is the sound of battle of World War III, man. And that's constantly what you're constantly hearing, man. That's the battle that's being talked about day after day. All right. North Korea just basically revealed its new ICBM in its military parade the other day. Had Trump infuriated. All right. Russia, the other day on Vladimir Putin's birthday, did a missile launch, a test missile launch on a new missile that he has. All right. Basically showing off his military might, man. All right. China has new military weapons as well. I did a lesson on the other. I can't remember the name of it, foreign name. Can't remember the name off the top of my head. But basically, man, they revealed their new weapon as well the other day too as well, man. So with that being said, all these different militaries are building up their military arsenal, showing their military might, showing that America has no foot on their neck anymore, man. All right. Matter of fact, let's go to verse 23 of Jeremiah 50. It says, how is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How is Babylon become a desolation among the nations? Con, man, how is the whole hammer cut? How is the whole hammer of the earth cut asunder and broken? All right, that might is taken away from you. That power is taken away from you. Why? Because you no longer sitting in that power seat, man. Economically or war tactically, man. If I say that right, you don't have that power seat, whether being going by the hands of war or economically, man. Especially economically, because by due the other day with China was basically saying that they want that power seat now. They want that economical power seat now. All right, why? Because America can't be able to produce the things that they used to. All right, why? Because America's economy has collapsed. America dollar's about to fall as well, man. You see, as of 2 years ago, Russia pulled away from the U.S. dollar right along with China, man. Russia launched their cryptocurrency called the Petro Ruble. And right along afterwards, China launched theirs called the Petro Yuan, man. So everybody's pulling away from that U.S. dollar, which strips power away from the dollar right then itself. And that was 2 years ago. So how much more power does the dollar have now? How much strength does the dollar have now? All right. The dollar's not backed by anything, gold, silver, oil, nothing. It's just there. All right. It's backed by the faith that people have in it. That's why you see on the back of it, in God we trust, man. All right. And also 2/3 of our people. That's why you fall after your father, the devil, man. All right. Because Esau, which it says Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Okay, you falling right after Esau, man. Because why? That you exalt money as if it's your God, which it is your God, because that's what you put first, man. Oh, you wake up, got to get to the money. First thing first, got to count the cho, this, that, and the third, so forth and so forth. More ignorance coming about money, man. All right. And that's the same thing with Esau. Esau's firstborn son name was Eliphaz, which means my God is of fine gold. So therefore, that's your God, man. That fine gold, man. All right. And by you trusting in that gold, hey, you're going to be brought low, man. Because right now, America power is being stripped away from her right now, man. I was about to do it, but I ain't gonna do it. But yeah, man, America's power is being stripped away right now. Black Panther, the powers have now been stripped away. Come on, man, I did it anyway. But yeah, man, America's basically being stripped away of that might, man, that power that it was supposedly supposed to have, man. That it had all these other nations in fear about, man. All right, now you see these nations standing up on their 10 toes. All right, booting back up at America, not worried a damn thing of what America has to say. All right. Matter of fact, let me grab that quick preset real quick. And this is Joel chapter. Shalaki. This is Joel chapter 3, verse 9. It says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. It says, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say I am strong. And that's most definitely what you've been seeing, man. All right. First starting with Russia, then right behind China, then right behind China, North Korea, then North Korea, so forth and so forth, Iran. All right. These countries are tired of America's BS, man. Now you're seeing these countries stand up against America. They're showing their might that they have. All right. They're not worried about what America has to say. Why? Because they see America for the low down, dirty whore it is, man. They see America for the dog with fleas it is, man. They see America once again. The analogy that I used the other day for the broke nigga in the Gucci belt that it is, man. All right. So with that being said, America's being discovered, man. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is showing America's secret parts, man. He's revealing how wicked this place is. He's revealing all the wicked atrocities that America has been spewing out, man. All right. America's being discovered, man. Okay, let's get back to the article. Pick up back right here. It says the Artemis Accords reinforced the 1967 Outer Space Treaty, a non-armament document focused on barring weapons of mass destruction from the moon and other planetary bodies. So even with that being said, just to get a little off track, it was the game Call of Duty. I can't remember which one, but basically Russia had these rods on the military base that was in outer space. Call of Duty Ghost, that's it. So that way you can go look it up for yourself. All right, and these weapons are also actually real. I looked them up as well. They're called rods of God, man. So basically, Russia had this military base out of space. All right, they were going to war. They're Russia and America. Russia had this military base out of space, and they had the military base armed with these rods. They were called rods of God. All right, they're not powered by anything. They're just big, tall, thick steel rods that they would just drop and let gravity take its place, man. And when they hit, it was catastrophic, man. All right. So with that being said, hey, Yahweh Rastazar, that same thing could be going on to this day. That game could become a reality. Yahweh Rastazar at will, man. All right. Like scripture says, pray for a few days, man. Why? Because this place is not ours, man. This is not our rest. This is not for us. This is our captivity. And we need to get the hell up out of here, man. The quicker the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans wake up to the fact that we're in captivity, and the fact that we're the true Israelites of the Bible, and the fact that the Father true name is Yahweh, and the Son true name is Yahweh Shai, the quicker we get out of here, man. The quicker you turn back and repent, the quicker we turn back and get the hell up out of these situations that we're in. The quicker we get out of this captivity that we're in, man. All right. It says countries that signed the Artemis Accords agreed to 10 principles, including peaceful exploration. Peaceful exploration. It says transparency, offering emergency assistance to personnel in distress, publicly releasing scientific information, and safely disposing of space debris. Here's the full list as provided by NASA. So we're just going to skim through this real quick. You got peaceful exploration, transparency, interoperability, which is basically that's that one network, one government, one military, what they're trying to do right there. Emergency assistance, registration of space objects, release of scientific data, preserving heritage. Artemis Accords signatories commit to preserving outer space heritage. Space resources, all right. Deconfliction of activities, orbital debris, all right. And that's it. Just to skim through that, it says notably, Russia, the U.S. foil in the Cold War and the original space race, and China have not yet signed the Artemis Accords. I wonder why. Definitely with Russia, man, because Russia, I'm pretty sure 10 times out of 10 didn't forget that ploy that America tried to pull on them before with the whole race to the moon, man. I can't get the damn thing out of my head. Space wars or space race, whatever it was called, man. I can't get it out for nothing. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure they didn't forget with that, man. America basically tried to collapse Russia's economy by having this whole race to the moon. That way they can spend all their money, all right, put it towards their space program and not towards their military, not towards their war, not towards their economy. And that's also the other reason that America stopped going to the moon stopped trying to go to the moon as well, man. All right, if I'm not mistaken, it was Apollo 17, which was the last launch that they tried to go to the moon. All right, why? Because it said it takes a lot of money to produce these lives, man. To even try to attempt to get up there, man. All right, so even with that, man, when they went to the moon, as we know, there's no wind in outer space, man. All right, so with that being said, you have a flag sitting there blowing, waving in the air up there, man. Whatever you want to call it, man. All right, so with that being said, America's just, once again, his words were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart, man. All right. It says notably Russia, the U.S. foil in the Cold War and the original, that is, I said it, just a space race, and China have not yet signed the Artemis Accords. There's no word of whether either country is interested. Through NASA says more nations will sign in the months and years ahead. All right. It says not the acting associate administrator for international and interagency relations, Mike Gold, said fundamentally the Artemis Accords will help to avoid conflict in space and on Earth by strengthening mutual understanding and reducing misperceptions, transparency, public registration. All right. Deconflicting operations. These are the principles that will preserve peace. The Artemis journey is to the moon, but the destination of the Accords is a peaceful and prosperous future. So, Con, man, with that being said, this is First Thessalonians chapter 5, and I'm going to start at verse. Matter of fact, let's start at verse 1. It says, "But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, so cometh as a thief in the night." So come, man, the day of the Lord is going to come as a thief in the night. Just how we got hit with this whole coronavirus pandemic, man. It came as a thief in the night. Everybody was out living their life, living their best life, as they say. The slogan of 2020, and the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua hit y'all ass with a rude awakening, man. All right, you living your best life in 2020. All right, that'll be another lesson in itself, man. Everybody went from sugar to shit. All right, basically, yeah, I'm living my best life. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I ain't going back to broke with you niggas. You know, these the things, man. Hey, guess what? You're going right back to broke because the dollar finna collapse. All right, all hell is gonna break loose. You see the shortage of food going on right now. All right, I remember a couple months ago, the UN said prepare for biblical proportion-like famine, man. Hey, and it's going to be hell out here. All right, people eating other people, parents eating their kids. All right, it's going to be complete chaos out here, man. All right. So with that being said, it says, "For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord come as a thief in the night," man. Hey, so that's why the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua commanded us to watch. We got to constantly watch, man. Measure out the time diligently in itself. And what time are we in? A time of war. It's a time and place for everything. Once again, like it says in the book of Ecclesiastes, a time and place for everything. And right now is a time of war. Just how it says in Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 22, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. A sound of battle is in the land, man. And what's that sound of battle? A sound of battle of World War III. Those escalations keep constantly growing higher and higher, man. You know, they keep getting higher and higher. The tension keeps getting thicker and thicker, man. As they say, you can almost damn near cut it with a butter knife. All right. Now, verse 3, it says, "For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape." Come, man, and this is what's going to happen, man. They're screaming peace and safety with this whole Artemis Accords agreement, man. All right. All right. Basically, Esau showing that his true colors, man. Artemis was a hunter of the field, a woman of the field. Esau, pretty much, you know, is a woman, effeminate, you know, so forth and so forth. All right, really don't have any leadership. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, pretty much same thing, man. Esau's that woman. They basically showing their spiritual side. The Artemis Agreement with cunning hunter. Artemis, what it says again? Let's go back to it. It says, a goddess of hunting, wild nature, and chastity. So yeah, man. Wild nature and a hunter, man. And that's Esau, man. Hey, their blessing is the sword. So with that being said, they hollering peace and safety. That shit is not even in them, man. It's not in their DNA for peace and for safety, man. All right. So with that being said, hey, those last pieces of sand are falling out that hourglass, man. All right. We're definitely getting towards that time. We're getting towards that time where Esau, Revelations 12:12. All right. Matter of fact, let's grab it. It says, "Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time." Come on, man. Esau knows that he have a short time, man. So he's about to come down with that great wrath. All right. Implementing that RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast. All right. It's not an embargo. It's not Christianity. It's not anything like that. It's the RFID chip. Nothing more, nothing less, man. All right. So with that being said, let's go back real quick. Okay. Right here, the interoperability, man. It says nations participating in the Artemis program will strive to report interoperability interoperable systems to enhance safety and sustainability. So come, man, that one world government, man. All right, so this is just basically the one of the initial steps to that new world order, man. That NWO. All right. It says the ability of computer systems of software to exchange and make use of information. So come on, man, just think about it. If you have that RFID chip, you're a fugitive. You try to run from country to country, state to state, city to city, whatever the case may be. You have this interoperability, all right, this interoperable system or whatever the case you want to call it. That way they can be able to track you from here to there. That's why Elon Musk want to put those such and such thousand number of satellites around the Earth. All right, that way they say free Wi-Fi everywhere you go around the world. But that's just so they can have that so they can try to have that all-seeing eye. All right, try to exalt themselves as if they're the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, where they can't even step on the stepping stool to even get up to the seat, man. All right, so this is just one of their steps with the NWO, man. All right, and with that being said, I'm gonna bring out a couple more precepts. This is First Maccabees chapter 1, verse 41. It says, "Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people, and everyone should leave his laws. So all the heathen agreed according to the commandments of the king. Yea, many also of the Israelites consented to his religion, and sacrificed unto idols, and profaned the Sabbath. For the king had sent letters by messengers into Jerusalem and the city of Judah that they should follow the strange laws of the land." So come, man, this is basically what's going on right now, man. They're presenting everybody with this whole NWO, man. They all should become one people, man. Hey, that's what they want everybody to do now, man. One people, one God, one religion, one people, one monetary system. All right, this is what they want. Just one. Become one people. All right, but us as the nation of Israel, we're already one people, man. We're one with the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. We're not trying to be one with you heathens, man. All right. And I'm going to skip down a couple verses to First Maccabees chapter 1, verse 50. It says, "And whosoever would not do according to the commandment of the king, he said he should die." So come, man, this is becoming a life and it's going to become a life or death situation, all right? Especially when they implement that RFID chip, when that hour temptation is presented around to the whole world, man. So with that being said, hey, if you don't have that solid foundation, is what we went into Saturday at camp. If you don't have that solid foundation, all right, built upon the foundation of the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, hey, you're not going to be able to withstand in that time, man. You're going to bow down to Esau. You're going to accept that shit, all right? But hey, if you stand solid 10 toes down for the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, he's got your back, man. Sirach 4:28, strive for the truth to death, and the Lord shall fight for thee. So when you go into that word strive, it means to fight vigorously, man. So if you fight your ass off for the Lord, hey, you know he's going to fight his ass off for you, man, with no hesitation, you know. So with that being said, you got to rock out for the Lord for him to be able to have your back, man. All right. And with that being said, since I touched bases on that hour of temptation, I'm going to go ahead and just bring out a couple precepts on it, man. All right, because with this whole interoperability, all right, that's what that one system, that whole one world system, man. That way, if you somehow escape from America once the shit finally hit lockdown, all right, as we were leaning our way to get to that climax session of that, all right, once we get there, we get to that complete lockdown of America, all right. Let's just say the world, man. The lockdown of the world. All right, you try to flee America, and to go to, let's just say Puerto Rico, even though they consider it as a part of America now. You try to go to Puerto Rico, they're gonna have that system where if you leave here, they're gonna be able to track you through the phone. All right, any camera, the camera, whatever camera it is, whether it be a cell phone, camera on the street, dash cam in a car, that camera is going to be able to lock on to you if it gets a hold of your face, man. That's why they got that facial recognition. You go working in Lowe's, they got it in there. Heavy working in Walmart, they got it in there. All right. A lot of different places you walk into different jails, whatnot, visitation, they have facial recognition in there too as well, man. All right. So with that being said, hey, this is part of their system, man. All right. And this is Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. It says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. So come, man, it says small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. So it doesn't matter your status, doesn't matter your social status, it doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter your size, it doesn't matter whatever the case may be, man. Hey, he's going to cause you to get that chip, man. If you don't have the spirit of the Lord, if you don't have that covenant of the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, hey, you're going to get that chip, man. If you don't have that spiritual mark, going back to the word, the wah, which means exempt from judgment, you're getting that chip. No ifs and buts about it. That's why scripture says my people covered with the covering, but not of me, man. All right. So with that being said, 2/3 of our people are going to be numbered to that sword, man. Because if you take that chip, you're going to be numbered to that sword by be the hands of those ICBMs, man. Intercontinental ballistic missiles, as it talks about in Revelation chapter 14, verse 9. All right. 9 and 10. All right. So if you don't take that chip, man, you won't be able to do anything. And that's why when you go into verse 17, it says, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So with that being said, you won't be able to buy or sell, make any type of transaction, man. Why? Because that's going to be the new monetary system. That's going to be the new currency, man. That's what they're leaning towards now, cryptocurrency. All right. Even with that, Russia and China, that's their type of currency, the cryptocurrency, man. The petro yuan and the petro ruble, man. All right. So with that being said, hey, Esau's coming down with great wrath, man. All right. They're screaming this peace and safety. All right. But hey, war was in their heart, man. They're saying peace and safety, but in their little they're thinking about war, you know. So with that being said, Lord willing, this video was edifying. And once again, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba Hashem, Ha, Rakah, Quadash Ma'amath. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone. And salutations to all the Akim around the four corners of the earth, pushing the truth sincerely. All right, Shalom. Keep pushing, man. We almost out of here. Shalom.